Magandang buntag, and welcome to another episode of my Filipino adventure. I'm Mike, your American tour guide, and Yna's in there cleaning something, I'm sure. So, let's talk about, let's switch the roles a little bit. What can you expect as an American or a foreigner as the other half of the relationship? What's it like when your Filipina, hi birdie, what's it like when your Filipina comes to your country? Now, I know it's a big experience for her. She's got all kinds of acclimating to do. She's in a foreign country. She's got the lion's share of it. But there is an acclimation period for the other side. Now, in my case, I was alone for 7 years, living in this house all by myself. I did have Molly, my dog, but she sadly passed. And my kids come and visit, but pretty much I just been living alone. Now, I dated and had some girlfriends, but no one moved in. There was nothing super serious in those 7 years, just more casual relationships. And coming from being married for 20 years to being single, that was a couple-year adjustment. Yeah, I was out of sorts there. And then you start getting used to it. And after year 4 or 5, you start really getting used to it. And by 6 or 7, I actually quite enjoyed living alone. I had my routines. I knew where everything was in the house. And I did keep it fairly clean for a single bachelor, who works a lot. But yeah, you're just getting your routines. I mean, you can eat anytime you want. You can do this anytime you want. You can watch anything, any movie you want. Pretty much, it's a free for all at your house, however you do. So you get, like I said, you get a schedule. So I was a little bit not nervous, but I was just a little bit anxious to see how I would adjust to having a new person living in the house, and because we had only really spent, honestly, together. Maybe 3 months together over the 2 years in person, with my trips, maybe a little bit more than that. But I was confident that, because I knew that we got along really well and we really cared for each other. But all of a sudden, 24/7 in your house, how would you react to it? And I have to say that all those fears and anxiety was completely unfounded. I loved it. I was work, I couldn't wait to get home to see her. I welcome the company and I welcome the companionship. It's really nice to come home and the house is spotless, and it's, like I said, that's not why I brought her here. It's just one of the perks you get when you have a Filipino who's used to doing this at home. And of course, she's going to do this when she gets here, and it keeps her busy. Makes her feel, keeps her mind off things, and it's her house too. And she's slipped right into it like a glove. I mean, she seems to feel pretty at home. The first 3 or so days, both of us were a little, we're like testing it out, and there were some quiet moments, and I'm wondering what she's thinking, and she's wondering what I'm thinking. But those seem to be going away more and more every day. And the quiet moments of the day are not filled with you thinking what's she thinking. It's you're feeling more comfortable. And I guess that's the real test: is can you sit an hour next to someone and not say a word and feel completely comfortable? That's the real test, I think. So what else is there for acclimating? The food, we try to mix up the food a little bit, and I have cooked some meals. She likes my breakfast that I make, but she's been doing the lion's share of the cooking, and she cooks Filipino food, and I happen to really enjoy Filipino food, so that's not a problem at all. People are saying, "Oh, teach her to cook American food." She'll learn that, give it time. In the meantime, like I said, I like Filipino food and I like experimenting, and I've made some dinners too, but mostly she's cooked a lot. That's the other thing too, is I'm not used to being on a schedule to eat. I'll get up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, and before you know it, it's time for me to leave, and I don't have a big appetite in the morning anyway. and I'll be at work, and I didn't bring a lunch, so sometimes I'll just skip lunch also and come home and have a dinner. But here now, it's like she'll get up with me. She doesn't have to wake up that early with me, but she gets up with me. She makes me coffee, and then she says, "What do you want to eat?" And I'm usually not very hungry, but I'll make, say a little something. And then around noon or so, she'll text me and she'll like, "Lunch? Or would you have a lunch?" I'm like, "Well, no, but I'm not going to drive home for lunch." But she just cares, about eating. And then dinner time. So the food is working out really good. We bought the Filipino TV station for her, and so we got that working out for her. That works good, so she can watch Filipino, especially when I'm gone at work. She watches soap operas. It's like $14.99 a month, and I happen to have a laptop running through my computer to my TV. So I have my laptop HDM out into my TV, so that's how I do Netflix and things like that, because it's an older flat screen that doesn't have it's not a smart TV, but it is now because I've got a computer. So we actually watch Facebook and everything on my computer on my TV in my living room. And so we run the TFC through that, and she can watch TV. So I'm trying to find things to make her feel more comfortable and help her acclimate, and which helps me acclimate too. Because I guess if she's happy, then I'm happy. Happy wife, happy life. So besides that, like I said, it's not as a big of a lost for words there. It's not as a daunting acclimation period that I'm going through that she has, but be prepared when your Filipino comes that there's going to be changes in your life, and you have to be flexible. Like I said, I thought maybe I was too set in my ways and it would be a real struggle for me, but I'm loving every second of it. It's great. She's in there right now, and I can't wait to actually finish this video up and go hang out with her a little bit more. So happy 4th of July. I'm going to show you a little bit of the hydroponics that we're working on. Update on the hydroponics minute. Another hydroponics minute. This is not even hydroponics anymore. This right here is this. We just let this go. Everything's gone to seed. We'll clean this out and start, because we've started some new plants up here, and we'll get those started. But a few videos ago, we started these peppers. So these are cayennes. They're finally starting to come out. They took forever because I thought they were from the dollar store, so these seeds would probably not be any good. They're so old. But look at them. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 15 have come up so far. Jalapenos, nothing. That one, nothing. These were the seeds we got in the mail. And I forget if these are peas or beans. So we got half of those to come up. And I totally forgot what these are going to be. Well, we'll see when they grow up. So we're starting to get some sprouts up. But we're going to start some more seeds for the hydroponic unit. And I know it's going to be, it's probably going to be lettuce, because lettuce does really, really well in the hydroponics. So that's your hydroponics minute. Well, these little bad boys here are just little sunflowers that I started. And they got a little size to them, but I don't think they're going to do too much better in this little pot. So I think I'm going to transfer those down to the garden somewhere and see if we can get a couple sunflowers by the end of the summer. Might be nice. We'll see. So that's the update on the hydroponics. That's the update on how I'm acclimating. So thank you for watching. Happy 4th of July to everybody. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. If you have subscribed, go ahead and ring the bell. That will let you know the next time we come up with a video. There's links in the bottom below, our Facebook page. There's an Instagram, but we're really not active. I'm trying to get more. It's a lot of work making these videos and keeping up with the social media aspect of it. So the Instagram, you can go ahead and, but we don't do too much to it. Enix finished cleaning the fan. There's also a link to the Patreon there. If you feel like you'd like to help out the channel, go ahead and click that link. But until next time, celebrate the 4th, stay cool, stay safe, and as always, Stay classy. Love ya.